February 1st, 2021. Priyanka, the younger daughter of Devendra Mohan Sharma, who lived in Indapuri, suddenly began to feel unwell. She experienced frequent vomiting and told her mother, Anita Sharma, about her hands becoming unusually damp. As Priyanka's condition worsened rapidly, Devendra rushed her to Apollo Hospital for treatment. However, even after 24 hours, her health continued to decline. The pain became unbearable, and by February 3rd, 2021, she was admitted to Max Super Specialty Hospital for further care. Doctors conducted blood tests and examined her thoroughly, but all reports appeared normal. Her kidneys, heart, and almost every part of her body were checked. Yet the cause of her symptoms remained a mystery. Despite being a super specialty hospital, the doctors were unable to diagnose the root of her illness. Priyanka's condition grew worse with each passing day. She suffered immense pain. Her hair began to fall out, and her strength faded. Devendra Mohan Sharma, a businessman, was devastated. He had just returned home after a long trip when the family was struck by this tragedy. Days turned into weeks, but the doctors still couldn't identify the cause of her illness. February 15th, 2021, marked a heartbreaking day. After 12 days of battling the unknown, Priyanka took her last breath. Her sudden death left the family in shock and fear. To make matters worse, just a week later, Devendra Sharma's health also began to decline. He experienced similar symptoms: stomach pain, hair loss, and extreme weakness. It seemed as though an invisible infection was spreading through the household. Anita Sharma and their maid were also admitted to the hospital. Anita's condition was the most severe, and she was taken to Sir Gangaram Hospital in Delhi. Meanwhile, Priyanka's elder sister, Divya, who had returned to Greater Kailash just a day before, was also affected. The family was now facing an unimaginable crisis. Despite extensive tests, the doctors were baffled. All reports appeared normal, yet the symptoms were severe. By March 4th, 2021, Divya's husband, Varun Arora, noticed the condition deteriorating further. Devendra, still grieving the loss of his younger daughter, now had to watch his elder daughter fight for her life. On March 6th, 2021, Divya was admitted to Sir Gangaram Hospital with unexplained neurological symptoms. This was no ordinary infection. It was something far more dangerous. The hospital's director, Brigadier S. Kadak, took charge of the case. Despite numerous investigations, the cause remained unknown. Finally, on March 14, 2021, a series of advanced tests revealed the shocking truth. The family had been poisoned with thallium sulfate, a colorless, odorless, and tasteless heavy metal. This deadly substance, often used as a poison, was found in lethal doses in Anita Sharma's body. Tragically, on March 21st, 2021, Anita Sharma passed away, leaving Devendra and Divya devastated. The next day, Brigadier S. Kadak confirmed in his medical report that the entire family, including Priyanka, had been poisoned with thallium sulfate. The biggest question remained: who was behind this heinous act? In this case, suspicions initially fell on the household staff, but the situation was entirely different. The poisoning involved thallium, a substance banned by the government, making it nearly impossible to obtain from regular medical or general stores. Given that the entire family was targeted, it became clear that the perpetrator was an insider. When Devendra Sharma reflected on the events, his attention turned to the afternoon of January 31st, 2021, just a day before Priyanka's health began to decline. That afternoon, Divya's husband, Varun Arora, visited the house. His arrival surprised everyone, as he rarely came to his in-laws' home. This time, however, he not only visited but also brought and cooked bosvole fish himself. He proudly claimed to have prepared the dish with his own hands. While the family was initially pleased by his gesture, they later found his behavior unusual. Varun insisted that everyone eat the fish, but Devendra Sharma refused, citing jaw pain from attending a laughter show earlier that day. Priyanka, however, ate a large portion of the fish. The next day, her health began to deteriorate rapidly. Since she had consumed the most fish, all signs pointed to a sinister plot. Devendra Sharma grew suspicious and began searching for the mastermind behind this tragedy. Varun Arora, his son-in-law, came from an affluent family with a luxurious home in Greater Kailash. He had a thriving real estate business and earned a substantial monthly income. Despite his wealth, Varun's actions raised red flags. On March 24, 2021, the police filed an FIR and began investigating the case. The investigation revealed shocking details. Thallium sulfate, a highly toxic substance, was found in the family system. This chemical, once used in rat poison, had been banned by the government due to its misuse in homicides. It is now restricted to industrial use, such as in low-temperature thermometers, and requires special permits for procurement. The police discovered that Varun had orchestrated the poisoning meticulously. He used fake documents to place an order for 25 grams of thallium sulfate from a chemical company in Panchkula, Haryana. The payment was made through his mother's account, and the delivery was sent to her house in Gurugram. The police traced the courier service and confirmed that Varun had received the parcel. When confronted, Varun initially lied, claiming that Devendra Sharma's struggling real estate business was the motive. However, the truth was far darker. Varun and his mother, Varun Arora, had planned the poisoning out of greed. They wanted to eliminate Devendra's family to gain control of their assets. The investigation also uncovered a personal motive. Divya and Varun had been married for over 6 years, but were unable to conceive. In 2016, they consulted fertility specialists and underwent IVF treatment, which resulted in the birth of twins, a son and a daughter. Despite this, Varun's resentment and greed drove him to commit this heinous crime. The arrival of the twins brought immense joy to both families. The house was now filled with the laughter and energy of 2 new lives, and everyone celebrated the growing family. However, beneath this happiness, a dark shadow loomed. In 2020, after the passing of Varun's father, Chanderlal, Divya naturally consulted the same doctor for her pregnancy. During the checkup, the doctor discovered severe complications that threatened Divya's life. She advised an abortion, but Divya, already a mother of 2, was hesitant. When Divya shared this news with Varun, he and his mother, Varun Arora, were furious. They believed the unborn child was the reincarnation of Chanderlal and insisted on keeping the baby. Despite their objections, Divya, with the support of her parents, decided to proceed with the abortion for her own safety. When Varun learned of this, he was enraged. He began threatening Divya, vowing to destroy her entire family. Both Varun and his mother harbored a deep-seated resentment, which eventually led to a sinister plan. Varun's twisted inspiration came from Saddam Hussein, the former Iraqi dictator known for using poison to eliminate his enemies. Initially, Varun considered using mercury or lead, but realized these substances acted too quickly and would easily expose him. Instead, he chose thallium sulfate, a slow-acting poison that remains undetectable in standard blood tests. On January 31st, 2021, Varun executed his plan by serving poisoned fish to the family. While Devendra Sharma avoided the meal due to jaw pain, Priyanka consumed a large portion, leading to her rapid deterioration. Despite being hospitalized, doctors initially misdiagnosed her condition, attributing her symptoms to Guillain-Barré syndrome (GBS) or rabies. After Priyanka's tragic death, Varun ordered another batch of thallium sulfate on March 1st, 2021, targeting Divya. His hatred had grown so intense that he was determined to eliminate her as well. Divya fought for her life on a ventilator for days, but ultimately succumbed to the poison on April 9th, 2021, leaving Devendra Sharma devastated. The case took a dramatic turn when it reached the court. The prosecution charged Varun with triple murder, attempted murder, and administering poison. However, the magistrate dismissed the triple murder charge, citing insufficient evidence from Priyanka's postmortem report. Devendra Sharma accused the doctors of fabricating reports to protect Varun, further complicating the case. The investigation revealed that Varun had consumed a small amount of thallium himself to mislead the police, claiming it was not a murder plot. He was hospitalized for 15 days during police custody. Despite this, the evidence against him was overwhelming. Bank records showed payments for thallium sulfate linked to his mother's account, though Varun Arora denied involvement. The The court ordered an independent medical board to re-examine the case, but the proceedings dragged on for years. As of now, Varun remains imprisoned in Tihar jail, with the next hearing scheduled for January 9, 2025. This case serves as a chilling reminder of how greed and resentment can drive individuals to commit unspeakable acts. It also highlights the need for stricter regulations on toxic substances like thallium, as bans alone are insufficient to prevent such crimes.